Dear students, now we are going to start biomolecules in that micromolecules. The concept is the lipids. So here after amino acids, this video on the lipids. See, lipids are the water insoluble, means they won't be soluble in water, right? And these lipids contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. But here number of oxygen atoms are less. It has a carbon hydrogen major and oxygen will be there, but in the less in quantity, right? In this slide, these lipids are the water insoluble. They contain the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, right? Here is the lipids. Different types are there in that simple lipids. First kind is the simple lipid. Based on their bonds, they classify. And second one is the compound lipids. Third one is derived lipids. Lipids are the simple lipids, compound lipids, and derived lipids. Right? These are the three kinds. First, you're going to learn about what are the simple lipids. Here, see simple lipids. The name itself only simple, right? So here, the fatty acids are lipids with hydrogen chain, hydrocarbon chain. That's what R group, ending in carboxyl group. Means here R should have a COOH. Simple lipids are the generally fatty acids, alcohol. This is a glycerol. Glycerol is the one kind of alcohol. These are formed of fatty acids. Fatty acids plus alcohol, nothing but simple lipid. Now, regarding this fatty acid is there, no? Fatty acids are lipids with the hydrocarbon chain will be there. R group is there. The ending is the, see here, COOH. See here, ending is COOH, right? What it's given above. And R group also there. Here is a palmitic acid, carbons 16 carbon compound, right? And they given as a arachidonic acid, arachidonic acid. Here is a COH is there and R group is there, right? Palmitic acid has a 16 carbons, and here is the arachidonic acid have a 20 carbon compound. Okay, arachidonic acid, how many carbons are there? 20. And palmitic acid is a 16 carbons. Here count it 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, 16 there, right? Palmitic acid have how many carbons? 16. CH3, CH2, 14, COH. Here is the COH group is there and R group is there. And C15, H31 and COH. This is the arachidonic acid, 20 carbon compound. Arachidonic acid, 20 carbon, highest carbon like, right? And here is the, in the lipids, types of fatty acids. Here, why you learning fatty acid? What is the lipid? In this slide, you learned fatty acids plus alcohol, right? And here is the regarding fatty acids, types of fatty acids. Saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids. Two kinds. How many kinds? Two kinds. Saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids. They have no double bond or triple bond. This is the main thing. Saturated fatty acid does not have a double bond or triple bond between the carbons, right? Here unsaturated have a one or more than triple bonds. One or more triple bonds are there. Examples, palmitic acid, which is the 16 carbon compound, and stearic acid. This is a 17 carbon C17. That's the stearic acid plus 117, 18. And here is the oleic acid and arachidonic acid. Arachidonic acid, 20 carbon compound, palmitic, which is have given as a 16, palmitic 16, and arachidonic acid are the 20 carbon compound, right? See, palmitic acid is the saturated Does it have any double bond? No double bond, triple bond. But oleic acid and arachidonic acid have a more than one or more than double bonds are present. Right? C17 here C19. Right? See, this is the stearic acid structure. This is the oleic acid, monosaturated fatty acid. Monosaturated fatty acid. They have given examples also. Next slide. See, structure of glycerol. Alcohol plus glycerol, right? Sorry. Uh, Fatty acid plus glycerol. That's the trihydropropane, trihydroxypropane. Structure of glycerol. Glycerol, nothing but what you know? Trihydroxypropane. Trihydroxypropane. CH2, CH2 means CH2OH, CHOH, CH2O, that's CH2OH, right? This is the structure of glycerol, general glycerol, that is the trihydroxypropane, trihydroxypropane, right? And here is the fatty acids are esterified with the glycerol through the ester bonds, forming monoglycerides and diglycerides and triglycerides. How the fatty acids are formed? Here, fatty acids are esterified with the, what you call here is the with the ester bonds. Here is the fatty acid. They give an example, palmitic acid. What they given? Palmitic acid. Glycerol, see here, COH, CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH, glycerol structure. Glycerol, the fatty acid esterified glycerol through the ester bonds forming the monoglycerides. See here, they have given one glycerol plus the one fatty acid. One glycerol plus diglyceride means generally you're thinking about the two glycerols. No. See here, monoglyceride means based on the fatty acid number. Here is, we are committed mistake and confusion. What you know, monoglyceride means you're thinking what no glyceride means, oh, one glycerol or no, like that. Based on the how many fatty acids with the glycerol, how many fatty acids with the glycerol, right? Fatty acids with the glycerol. One fatty acid, and one glycerol is the monoglyceride. In the same way, diglyceride means two fatty. Di means two. Two indicates the what no fatty acid. How many fatty acid? Fatty acid number. That's why two fatty acids with the one glycerol is a common. The matter is what now? How many fatty acids there? Here is a two there, diglyceride. Three there, triglyceride. Three fatty acids, triglyceride. How many fatty acids there in the triglyceride? Two, three fatty acids. How many fatty acids are there in the diglyceride? Two. How many fatty acids present in the monoglyceride? Mono means one. Glyceride fatty acid, not glycerol. Glycerol is a common. Fatty acid number is a base here. Monoglyceride, they have given as a one fatty acid. Diglyceride, one, two fatty acid. And triglyceride, one, two, and three. R1, R2, R3. Right? Right? It's R1, R2, R3. That's R1 is the how many fatty acids. Got it? Then here is the triglycerides. Triglycerides. After that, we are talking about the triglyceride. See, triglyceride based on the melting point. Generally, they structure given triglyceride R1, R2, R3 with the glycerol is a common. Generally, what is the difference between the lipids and generally fats? See, based on the melting point, lipids means for triglycerides are the two kinds based on the melting point. Fats and oils based on the melting point. The lipids mean triglycerides have a two types. One is the fat, other one is the oil. Fat and oil, right? Here is the fats higher melting point have, but oils are the lower melting point, which are in the room temperature. What we are using, cooking oil and all are the oils, because the melting point is less. Room temperature they are like a liquid like, but fat will be as a higher melting point. That's why the ghee and all there, no, these look like a fat, right? And here is the second, that simple lipid over compound lipids. These are the esters of fatty acids, alcohol, and additional group will be there. Alcohol with the additional group. Here is the phospholipids, fatty acid plus glycerol. And here what is there? Fatty acid plus glycerol is the simple lipid. If you add phosphate group, that could be as a compound lipid, right? I hope you understand you. They are found in cell membranes, lecithin. Cell membranes, there no lecithin. Right? Example, lecithin, fatty acid plus glycerol is a simple lipid. If it is the adding the phosphate, that will be as a compound lipid. Structure of cell membrane, you know that plasma membrane, it has a lipid bilayer is a phospholipid bilayer saying, right? Phospho. Lecithin structure this one, right? Phospholipid bilayer. Next, see one, last one is the derived lipids. These are the products of hydrolysis of simple lipids. Simple lipid hydrolyze gives the derived lipids. These compound lipids and simple lipids derivation only cholesterol. Cholesterol is the derived lipid. Derived lipid. Okay, cholesterol. See here, egg yellow have a more cholesterol, right? That's the cholesterol which is derived from the simple and compound lipids, right? I hope you understand. The lipids are the three kinds: simple lipids, compound lipids, and moreover the derived lipids. Thank you. Next video will be on the sugars or the carbohydrate in the next day. Thank you for watching.